good afternoon to you. Welcome to Inside Sports. My name is Robinson Okenye. It's all about the second round of the Magical Kenya Open happening right here at Muthaiga Golf Club in Nairobi. In a bit, I'm hoping I'll get to speak to the CS for Tourism, that is Rebecca Miano, to tell us about how this tournament is impacting tourism in the country. Now, aside from that, of course, we get to hear from what some of the golfers had to say from round one, and as well as we also get to take a look at some matches that we had in the morning when you talk about the NBA. But let's begin by what happened yesterday. Of course, we had John Parry as the top placed finisher heading into today. And if you didn't get a chance of taking a look at the highlights from yesterday, let's take a look.
Hii ni kitu kama labda ni wasiwasi kwa sababu juu nimejaribu kucheza bila najua imenishinda kwa sababu juu kunishinda kwenyewe napiga mpira kawaida, niko sawa, niko fit, sitetemeki, lakini ni ile tu kwa sababu sijui kama tunasema Kenya Open, sijui tupatie wazungu wachezange peke yao, si hatujui kama tunaweza weka manane kwa hiki kitu, kwa sababu acha tuone vile wenzangu watacheza leo, alafu tutakompare, alafu nione vile naweza kusema kama kuna jambo lolote naweza sema kesho ndio nitaamua sasa, kwa sababu juu naweza ona, kwa sababu ni kama tunawekewa mazinga umbu ama nini, kwa sababu juu mpira unapiga tu mzuri na unaona inaanguka kwa maji, sasa unacheka tu, sasa hata hakuna haja, hata hauwezi kulalamika. Mimi nimecheza mpaka nikasema haizuru, wacha niendelee tu. Mimi ni kwenda range na kwenda putting, chipping, nitakuwa nafanya hiyo kazi hiyo, kwa sababu juu hii ni kazi yangu, kwa sababu bila jua iliamuka, mimi nimeamuka, nimetoka kwa nyumba, nimetoka kwa room saa ngapi? Saa 11. Tena mpaka saa ile mpaka jua iende chini saa 12 ndio nitoke hapa, kwa sababu juu hiyo ni kazi yangu. Siwezi sema naringa kwa sababu nimecheza mbaya ama nimecheza mzuri. Mimi hiyo ni kazi yangu. Hata nikikosa leo bado next year ama next year bado nacheza. Hata bado game tunaendelea kucheza tu. Lakini naomba kama wadhamini, kama mwaka jana tujacheza mchezo wote, kwa sababu ndio inafanya tunakuwa wawivu ama nini, tumeshindwa bila unaweza kukua strong. Kwa sababu mimi umri yangu bado mimi nachapa tu mzuri, sina shida, lakini kwa sababu juu ni ile mazoezi hatuna. Wakati tunakuwa na mazoezi at least hatulalamiki sana, tunasema tuko hapo kwa sababu nimekataa, unaona. Na kiwanja leo wametutengenezea mzuri, kiwanja sio kama bila zilikuwa mwaka jana. Mwaka jana zilikuwa mbio sana, mwaka hii imekuwa slow. Ni ile base ile tunasema tumezoea nayo.
Well, that is Dismas Ndiza speaking yesterday, saying that probably this course is cast when it comes to Kenyans playing here when at the Magical Kenya Open. Remember, Kenyans have not been performing very well in the previous editions. No Kenya has ever won this competition in history, and the Kenyans that played in the morning did not do very well. But I had a chance, of course, of speaking to Michael Karanga, who said that it's not a cast. Probably it's because of pressure that they don't get to perform very well. So we'll be waiting to see how many Kenyans make the cut for tomorrow, but it's not pleasing as of now. So aside from Dismas Ndiza, I wanted to take a look at the highlights from yesterday before we get to listen in to what John Parry had to say.
Defending champion, having got his breakthrough here 12 months ago. Around a 69 in the end for Van Driel. So not too bad to start with, 2 under par. Steady, I would say. From last year's champion to the man who won in the last DP World Tour event, Hao Tong Lee, who prevailed in Qatar for a 4th DP World Tour title. Nice finish from him, a birdie there at 16. He had a triple bogey at 6, that was horrible. But in the end, around a 72, 1 over par. A little bit of work to do to make it through to the weekend. I'm sure he's capable of that, though. Here's Benjamin Hebert, the 38-year-old Frenchman who lost his playing rights, was back on the Hotel Planet Tour, the former Challenge Tour, last season. What a shot that was at the 6th. That will get him to -7 with 3 holes to play, closing in on the leaders. At 7 under par, home and hose, Jaden Schaefer, the young South African, looking for a first DP World Tour victory. Sparkling shot into the par 5 7th there from him. He was bogey-free today on an opening 64. And one better than that, our tournament leader, John Parry. That's at the 3rd. Remember, he won 3 times on the Hotel Planet Tour last year to get back onto the DP World Tour. He's won already this season, holding putts like that one at the 4th. top the opening swing rankings. Didn't fare so well in the Middle East swing, but here in Africa, going along very nicely. Thank you. This a birdie at 7. Found his way in from there, and a bogey-free 63 has given John Parry the tournament lead.
Well, those are the highlights from yesterday. So I wanted to take a look at who's leading after the morning action that we had right here. And we have at the moment Benjamin Herbert as the man who's on top of the leaderboard with 13 under par so far, of course. And then we have Blomstrand Christopher who has 8 under, and then Parry John. Remember, he led from yesterday. Currently with 8 under, and then tied at 4th we have on 7 under we have Simon Kona, Govia Ricardo, and then we have Sadia Adrian. Those are tied on 4th, and of course the big question is, where are Kenyans when you go down the leaderboard? That is where you try and get Kenyans, how they performed, where they are at the moment. And I'm just trying to go down through the leaderboard to see where the Kenyans are. And of course, from the 156 players that we have taking part in this competition, we have Mutai Kibugu will be teeing off at 2 p.m. Remember from yesterday, he finished 2 over, so he will be teeing off at 2 p.m. So one of the Kenyans to watch out for this afternoon. But let me go to the Kenyans who have Greg Snow, of course. He's currently playing. He has 3 over, and then we have the likes of John Legerma, who has a total of 4 over. Edwin Mudanyi has a total of 4 over so far. Simon Jogu, 4 over, will be teeing off at 2 p.m. So, and then you have Kibugu Njoroge has 5 over. Balala Adel Tafik has 8 over. It's been not a good outing for Kenyans. You have David Waku, who has 10 over. Samuel Njoroge was 11 over. Michael Karanga 11 over. Odek William 11 over. So not a good outing for the Kenyans who are participating here, but we wait to see the ones who are playing in the afternoon whether they will perform very well. But for now, let's listen in to yesterday's overnight leader, to what he had to say about his performance yesterday. That is John Parry.
Pretty good. I kept it in play pretty well. I was quite aggressive today off the tee, where I hit a lot of drivers where maybe some guys won't. But and I have been struggling with putting a bit, but I actually held a few today, so a bit of confidence going in for the rest of the week.
Was the strategy going into the round to hit as many drivers as you did? Yeah,
I played last year, and it's sort of certain holes where it's just tight, like off the tee, so hit 9 or he's hard enough hitting it in the fair with a 9. So I was like, well, I generally drive it pretty well, so I sort of thought I might as well try and take advantage of them situations.
You had such a wonderful year last year, multiple wins on the Challenge Tour, of course the recent win in Mauritius. What goals, if any, have you set yourself for 2025, and how do you build on this performance that you're brewing?
I think it's more of the same stuff, like same routines, like trying to work on the same things I worked on last year, not change it week to week, which I've probably done before. If I have a bad week, it's like I'll try something different. And it's, even though I had a bad few weeks in the Middle East, I haven't panicked. Just keep doing the same things that worked last year, and hopefully keep working for the rest of the year. And I think if I keep doing that, the results will come.
Parry John finished top of the leaderboard yesterday, and of course at the moment he's tied second on the leaderboard. And of course just some of the players coming to hole 13. We have a Kenyan playing right there. That is Greg Snow. Currently is at 3 over. So we will be waiting to see how he performs at the end of the day. Going to hole number 13, and we see how he plays right there. The Kenyan who's playing at hole number 13 at the moment. This is his home. That is Muthaiga Golf Club is his home, and Greg Snow currently has carded 3 over, and he will be hoping that he can make the cut tomorrow if he manages to play better in the remaining holes that he has for the day. Greg Snow, everybody of course will be waiting for him to see how well he performs at the Magical Kenya Open tournament that people, or rather, no Kenyan has won so far. This is the 56th edition, and everybody, or rather all eyes are on the Kenyan golfers to see whether we can get even one Kenya winning that. Greg Snow, you can see a number of fans have turned out here to just see how he is playing. This is a home club, that is Muthaiga Golf Club, that is his home club. People have turned out to see how he plays today, and the fans are just here cheering him on so that he can play, rather make the cut for tomorrow. So that is what we are just watching Greg Snow on the putting green to see whether, you know, how well he plays for the day. But of course, we'll still keep our eyes on all Kenyans that are playing today and see the ones who make the cut to play tomorrow. But that is where we wrap up sports on News Desk. My name is Robinson Okenye. I hand you back to Dennis Aseto.
Thank you very much, Vincent Okenye, bringing us up to speed on the Magical Kenya Open 2025 as he enjoys the sun in there. But remember that we